The map being Eternity is perfect because today's topic is the Ikelos SMG. I know that sounds backwards, but I'm going to make the case today that this is a very lethal double primary setup and that we shouldn't be looking at a weapon by itself in isolation. You pair this with the Forerunner, because the Forerunner is nuts. Collect all the ammo I need. And now I wait for another invis. Know it sounds kind of extra, but if they know where I'm coming from, I am dead. That's great. Love to see it. So I know I haven't proc threat detector. He's not close enough yet. I'm okay with that. I mean, that's a pulse rifle burst weapon versus a automatic weapon. He should win those, so me trading is huge. And I really do depend on invis that much. If they can pre-aim me, I'm dead to a special weapon. Case in point. Couple more rotations and this lobby is going to start pre-aiming me with special weapons. They don't trust the primary.
Hunters like you blaze paths for the rest of us.
I'm going to fake this direction and just sit still. Want to close out that angle and just wait. I don't care if you got healing. I have a disruption break gun. That's good for me. Waste your nade. That could be a kill. Perfect. Rocket launcher. So, galley. I waited till he got in the smoke so I could get flawless execution. Whatever. Huge.
Hunters like you, I could make the frontier safe again.
Okay. Lesson learned. When I saw that warlock, I thought he was still on snipe. He switched. Jumping would have not let me catch up here. Ambitious fusion distance. Of course they're looking at the power ammo. I don't have the range to deal with this, so I'm just going to use my power weapon.
Show your enemy what a real fight is.
Still about 10 seconds off my dodge. Oh, I have the range now. So let's put their eyes where that smoke is, so that I can peek out gold for free. I wanted him to die to the grenade so I could get flawless execution.
Nearly there. Fight on and claim victory.
So we know that that is a fusion rifle, which probably means he has the... what's it called? No time to explain. Learned our lesson last time I was in close quarters. So he's fighting someone else. Good. Let's keep the SMG out if we're gonna duel him. Now I keep the sidearm out and it gets 100 to the head because of disruption break. It's a waste of ammo if he's just gonna sit in the rift. So if I ever fight a rift, SMG out. Doesn't matter if it's across the map. SMG out. Unless I'm prepared, I guess, to 4-tap him with the sidearm. But I need the sidearm. His radar is about to get really fucky. Didn't quite do enough damage to switch to the sidearm, so I'm gonna chill. I maybe should have popped, but I now see he has a super, so I'm glad I didn't. Unfortunately, the guy at the red light never peeked. Alright. A trade, so I know one of them is about to be right on the sightline. Guess I don't know this map well enough. Knowing that he has shotgun SMG, this is a pretty safe super. Very nice. So I'm kind of glad I got this map. Kind of weird that second place switched to an SMG shotgun when this is such a long range map. You would think like pulse rifle shotgun, maybe 120 shotgun, but that just goes to show the strength of this loadout. As long as you have Forerunner ammo, there is a chance. And you have to absolutely respect special weapons. Even if I put somebody in a smoke bomb, even if I have a nade ticking them down when I fly in, at the end of the day, the time to kill of a special weapon is still 0. So it's not always a good push, and you have to oftentimes just sit there being like, he got away, I'm not getting the kill. If I had a fusion rifle, this would be over. If I had a snipe, this would be over. But you do have the flexibility of having something that's pretty good in close quarters and really good at a medium distance. I would say that Messenger is also great here. Ace of Spades is good here, but it's kind of weird losing Memento Mori to go to your SMG. Let's talk about this SMG just a little bit more in depth. So this is the role I have. It is a Stability Masterwork, Extended Barrel, which pushes the recoil direction to 100 to make it more manageable. Accurize for range and damage drop-off, but pay attention to this. If I switch to Seraph rounds, the damage fall off increases by 10%. Damage fall off distance. So it goes to 18.5. I am at 18.38, almost 18.4 if we round up. So I lose a range stat, but I gain armor piercing rounds, ricochet rounds, and get better damage fall off. So in other words, you should be going for Seraph rounds at all cost, but it's not 100% necessary because we're not comparing this to the multi-mock. Since the multi-mock can kind of stand on its own. The multi-mock has 25 meter to 30 meter drop off depending on how you build it and what perks are active. So if you're pairing this with a double primary setup or a pseudo double primary setup, like with this Forerunner, then you can get away with almost any perk on the Ikelos. You might even want to go for handling to help with the swap speed. He had more shots, I'm out. Good for him. I needed to slide though. I did hit the slide animation, which is why, or slide button combo. It just didn't go through. No special ammo. Good shot. Unfortunately, I can't go for that green right now. Let's get close to him. That is one of those moments that you might have noticed dynamic sway reduction if I had that as a role, but I do like threat detector a lot. I want that green this time. If he's full health, I'm not even going to bother breaking my invis. Huge. Once I saw the rift, I wanted to cancel it the best I could. I think I get this before him. Great shot. Should have been ready to just immediately snap to the right and use the power ammo. Everyone's a sniper in Destiny 2 though. At least the modern meta. That and a fusion rifle player.
5 minutes.
So with Forerunner, if your shot's ahead, you might as well fly out, because you have a faster rate of fire. I can get the rock.
Hunters like you blaze a path for the rest of us.
Great. No time to explain is so good. Sleeper top 10 primary for sure. Genuinely, I give it my stamp of approval. So if you need a weapon to use no time to explain. This TTK is nuts though, you gotta admit. Damn, that was almost so sneaky. I stood in my bush and just waited for him to shoot. I was ready to actually go behind the Warlock, but once the Hunter chose me, that was awkward. I did one more bullet of damage on the Warlock. Warlock would have been my priority, but I needed Warlock to kill the Hunter.
That shut them down. First,
So you're kind of getting the flow of this loadout. SMG out until they break line of sight, then Forerunner comes out. Otherwise, if they're at a far distance, Forerunner. Why? Because Disruption Break is a nuts perk. You break their shield, and they become more vulnerable to kinetic damage, which means Forerunner is now hitting 103 to the head. And then if you add weaken abilities on top of it, it makes this SMG chew them up at a distance, which means you can just pop into cover, pop out with Forerunner, one headshot, which does save you on ammo, which does give you the rock. This isn't the only double primary setup, like I was alluding to in the last. You can run a lot of different things. Like I think Messenger is probably the best for it, although I would say maybe you want something that has faster swap speed. So I could realistically see myself using something like Lucky Pants with Crimson. You go for Disruption Break close quarters, where Crimson kind of struggles because of the nature of being a burst weapon, and then as soon as you're both weak, instant swap to Crimson, clean up. I think Ager Scepter would be a really fun one for this. I'm not sure if Disruption Break works on Ager. I'm gonna have to test that out right now, so we're gonna learn together. Could probably lose this one, but it's all good. Just want to put this weapon on your radar. On the right column, tap the trigger is probably the way.
rumble.
Although if you get Disruption Break, build it into the loadout like I have. Vorpal for supers. And I think the only other perks worth mentioning is Pulse Monitor and Dynamic Sway. Pulse monitor is great for swapping at a distance. But if you're in close quarters anyway, just use the grid detector. That was terrible, right? I know someone's visible on top of me here. Just gonna wait till he breaks it first. Someone gets slowed by that? No, not yet. I'm gonna hold my crouch here for the next person spawning. Next 2 people spawning. Oh, this is about to be a bloodbath. Bow? Yeah, that's the better double primary setup. I was in between 2 different fusion rifles charging off. And they thought I was each of them, if that makes sense. So they were both super hesitant to go for it. They were like, oh no, you first, you first. Great hand cannon flinch. Oh no, stuck on texture. Had to break my radar for that.
Don't spend all that ammo in one place.
Well, I guess he had enough health to survive that once that went down. Makes sense. You do get a like extra damage resistance during that animation. So I should have been more prepared to follow that up with the second.
Only 5 minutes left.
I have to play a lot slower if I want to fight that bow. I can't just out TTK him.
Hunters like you blaze a path for the rest of us.
Should be fighting each other.
You're in first place.
Huge.
Final push and victory is yours. 3 minutes left. You're in the lead.
Excellent. Had to be galley. I should have just stompy jumped. Wait for my dodge. I know it's not the bow. I just heard the bow to my right. Yes, let's go. Make a decision. Is it off radar? Off radar wins. Let's go.
Call that a win?
The superior double special. Nah, Lemon Arc is just crazy on its own. You know how I don't consider Forerunner a special weapon? I consider Lemon Arc a special weapon. That's the difference. So I didn't get to tell if Age Receptor and Ikelos made any sense. But of course, I could have also switched to the dexterity perks, the targeting perks, the unflinching most importantly, to benefit Age Receptor. My thing is though, if I'm going to go a primary weapon for Age Receptor, I'm just going to pick a bow. I'm going to pick like Hush Jr., aka the Under Your Skin bow. This one right here. I haven't leveled it up yet. But yeah, it does a really good job. Another one would be Waking Vigil, since Age Receptor is kind of an SMG on its own. So yeah, back to the drawing board there. Sometimes I show something off and it's not spectacular because it's not spectacular. Yeah, Ager SMG just did not work. I would think SMG DMT would be great if like special weapons magically disappeared. Speaking of double primary. Okay, a couple Stompy Hunters in the lobby. Altar Flame this time with the proper loadout. Let's give it an attempt here.
No one to help you here. Success belongs to you alone.
This is a common place to farm spawns, so I want to already be on top of it. I think I saw that. I'm okay with how that one went. Good on that shotgunner to realize flying forward was the play there. He didn't know I was double primary, it was just the thing to do, expecting me to have a shotgun to push him. See? That's how it works. This time I put it on him to not do that, which is why I wanted to approach. Because I thought he was gonna like stompy fly backwards into the cubby. I'll take it. I wish my jump put me on top, but it's okay. Unfortunately, I gave him a wall to splash. Fly at me now. Huge. Well played by both of us. At that health, I know my SMG can win.
You're in first place.
So he just got a melee. I'm on radar, unfortunately. He knows to look here. 39. Gonna stomp you backwards. Be ready for the fight. Oh, what a delete. Good shot. Needed that to hit. If I got inner accuracy there, that was the match lost. Momentum is everything in Rumble. Okay, so I have to outfarm at this point. Might have Hawk perk, doesn't matter. Huge. Keep momentum. That explains a lot. That hunter found such a nice path to me. Because if he hit the floor, he wasn't going to be able to make that double shotty. He had to land on the platform. Okay, so is it Galley? Huge. If I'm going to dodge near him anyway, I might as well throw the smoke.
Nearly there. Fight on and claim victory.
Jumping is kind of a bad idea if you don't have an inner accuracy gun. And if I don't have my hunter dodge. So I'll choose somewhere new. Still weak, so I gotta move. Let's check. He does not have super yet. He's about to get super.
3 minutes left. You're in the lead.
Go direct path to him before he can jump off the map, and then I have one more to get at the power ammo.
Now make it rain.
Very nice. Very, very nice.
You're first. Are you happy? Kill everyone. Don't you do this outside the crucible.
I feel like he finished that dodge animation a little quick there. I don't like that roll. Works against each other. Okay, so as you can see, this can take down competent players. This can take down other double special, double primary players, or whatever the loadout is. Put this on your radar. You can farm Ikelos SMG this week in Dares of Eternity. This week. So by all means. I would recommend the master version. Where is it? Eternity. Dares of Eternity. The legend version with 6 people. And then, once you visit Xur's treasure hoard, should be getting 1 to 3 coins, and then if you get the extra boss spawn in there or a bonus round, then you'll get extra coins. You can trade your coins to Xur for a Paraversal Haul, which can contain it, or for a legendary engram. I should probably go to the home. Legendary engram, which can contain the Ikelos SMG as well as a lot of armor. Let me actually show you the loot pool on table. Sorry, the table on screen. Pulling it up right now. Come on. There we go. Found it. So we're on rotation 2. 2 armor sets. First in, last out. Lonesome, Gnawing Hunger, Night Watch, main ingredient. Ikelos SMG, Long Shadow, Steel Civil. So keep your eye out for a main ingredient with Under Pressure or Hipfire. A first in, last out with Hipfire Opening Shot or Hipfire Vorpal for PvP. It is a very good shotgun. Gnawing Hunger is great for PvE. Night Watch is great for PvE. And I'm not even going to recommend it. Yeah, so keep your eye out for those. Let's quickly take a brief look once again at this Ikelos SMG D2 Gunsmith page. This is what ideally I would want. I want Extended Barrel or Arrowhead Break or Chambered Compensator for that 100 recoil. I'll take any of the 3. It's fine. I'll make it work. I'll take Threat Detector, Pulse Monitor, Dynamic Sway Reduction. And if I have a melee-centric build, sure, Grave Robber, but Threat Detector first, Pulse Monitor second, Dynamic Sway third. First perk I'd want on the right column is Disruption Break, but I would take Tap the Trigger second. Maybe Vorpal Weapon as well. Just because deleting supers is fun. Past that, good luck hunting. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you learned something new. Bye.